Jeanette Pierce up to the podium to introduce the Reynolds Research Grant recipients.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so privileged and honored to be here tonight, and it's just amazing to hear about all of our amazing recipients this evening. It's really humbling with all of that. And I am very pleased to introduce another amazing recipient this evening. I think I have the longest title. I'm not sure. But I'm pleased to be here to introduce Marie Buchanan as the recipient of the Newsbank Reynolds GODORT, ALA, Catherine J. Reynolds Award for Research in the field of documents librarianship. Marie is my colleague at the University of Missouri. We're a large land-grant institution in the middle of Missouri and Columbia, the first public research institution west of the Mississippi. So with that, it's an incredible place, really beautiful campus, over 30,000 students there. So Marie, I had the privilege of knowing for about 10 years since I arrived there at AUL. She's been with the University of Missouri over 20 years now. She's amazing, dedicated, and creative librarian who applies vision and energy to every aspect of her work at the University of Missouri as our government information and data services librarian and our regional FDLP coordinator. And by the way, she's very beloved by her regional libraries that she wants to support across the state. During the time I've known Marie, she's applied her expertise to leadership role at national, state, regional, and local levels. Particularly, I remember her time as chair of the FDLP Library Depository Council, and several conferences she sponsored at the state level, one focusing on born digital government information, which was a great advocacy effort to encourage our state government documents that are more digital to look at how we preserve them and make them accessible for the future. She thinks deeply about access to government information and has advocated regularly for easier access to state and federal governments, including this concern for more digital information, which we've had a great concern with across the University of Missouri. And she was a recent participant of the Pegging Project, which helped to document that concern going forward. So one of my colleagues, I wanted to share just one book from a colleague, because we do a regular celebration of service at my libraries, and so we celebrate people in 5, 10, 20, plus years at our university. And one of my colleagues, when I asked for some things to share about Marie at a recent celebration, said, the zoo won the lottery when Marie left the State Historical Society to join, to accept a position with us, and I have to agree with that statement. So this award is recognizing Marie for her work on the Prices and Wages by Decade Guide, which has been a true passion project for Marie. And the guide provides over 19,000 links to openly accessible documents with retail price and wage data. It's a key element of this work is that it's linking users directly to the page with the relevant information, not just the document, because we know how hard some of the documents can be to look at for that. So it gets them right to the page with the information they want. And this guide has attracted close to 1 million users in recent years, every year, and over 5 million users since it launched.
5.5 million views since inception.
Yeah, 5 million views. It's amazing. And those are from around the world, over 120 countries have access to this guide. And it generates significant reference interactions for our library. When it first launched, that actually became a big concern for our reference librarians. But Marie's like, just send them to me. That's okay. This guide is one of the highest referring sites to both the HathiTrust and the Fraser database, which is an economic database created by the Federal Reserve Bank Library in St. Louis. Marie's guide has been highlighted in their programming and publications of both organizations, and has been used by students and journalists, historians, fiction authors for historical fiction, researchers, museum professionals, and genealogists, and I'm sure others that we don't know about for that. And I would also say that part of this work, Marie has really advocated for the digitization of the materials that she needed to link to and added to that body prices and wages guide has been described as transformative and incomparable. And I really want to congratulate Marie on being recognized by this award from GODORT, and this award is for work that she truly loves and will continue building upon in the future. So congratulations, Marie.
Thank you, Jeanette, so much. Jeanette's the best boss. This project, Prices and Wages, truly is my passion. I started it for fun. We did not need it on our campus. Nobody asked for it. I just wanted to do it, and I didn't expect anybody would look at it. And for it to have 5.5 million views now is just phenomenal. My husband was telling somebody last week, he was trying to explain to them about the site I have and how I built it, and how big it's gotten, the success. And he described it like this. He said, well, you see, my wife works on it on nights and weekends to relax. And my wife can be a very stressed out person. So that's why it's so big now. Stop trying to relax. And it really does relax me. But anyway, I just wanted to say that the site, another reason why it's been so important to me to work on it is that having worked in government documents for 23 years now, I've seen the difference between 20 years ago and today. I don't see as many people walking up and down the GovDocs aisles. I don't get as many reference questions coming in. And you could think that, does this mean that people don't need us, as much as they did? And the fact is, this site shows us that they absolutely positively still need government information. We get 2,000 new views on that site every day. Yeah, it's been reported by people. Google sends 85% of the traffic that we get to our site. To people Google their question, and then they land on our site to look at what? But library books, right? We point to the pages of government documents and the digitized versions of How You Trust, so they actually get to see the primary source was published in the 1880s or the 1820s or whatever year it is. So it truly is bringing people back to the library, and it reinforces the thing that we always knew, that people still need government information. Is still extremely relevant to people's lives, and this site is just one example, and I'm sure the sites that you guys all do in your own libraries are just the same way. How we're going to use this research money, we're going to use it to spend to help pay a student worker who's worked for me for a couple of years. He's an econ major. He's going to be a grad student next year. He still wants to work on the site for minimum wage. Because he really likes working on it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on really trying to dig out the wages by race for the early 1900s and late 1800s, because it's the hardest thing to get wages by race for those times. So we're going to dig into the state government documents and see if we can find anything that talks about that. And when we do, we think that's really going to be a huge breakthrough. So thank you so much for this award. It means a lot.